I'm Sam, and this is SamazingTravels.
Week 52, the readjustment week. I've been back in America for a little over a week now, and I am trying to reacclimate into this new American culture. Oh, goodness. Monday, my trip to New York continued with a visit to Columbia University. It's a very beautiful campus. My best friend Squirt will be attending it next year for grad school, so it was nice to walk around and kind of see what she'll be studying. That night when the twins got off work, we went to the Meatball, a restaurant where they specialize in meatballs. We get there and the guy at the front is like, oh, it's going to be about a 25-minute wait. We told him to put us on the list and he said he would text us when the table was ready. So we decided to go to the bar across the street called Hair of the Dog and get started on a few beers since it was dollar drafts night. The waitress comes up to us and is like, okay, so it's dollar drafts or $8 pitchers. I look at the twins and I'm like, we can probably get at least 6 glasses out of a pitcher, so we have 30 minutes, we might as well get the pitcher, it'll save us $1. Whatever, just funner to have a pitcher. Waitress brings it out, and we're, sipping on our beer, enjoying our conversation. All of a sudden, we get a text. It's the Meatball. Hello, Renee, your table is ready. Excuse me? How long has it been? We check the clock. It's been 6 minutes. Good thing I was just in Germany for a year because we had to chug our pitcher before our seats were giving away. Sounds like a good idea to chug your pitcher then, but we were sitting at the restaurant and I was already pretty drunk considering I was hungry and just chugged a third of a pitcher in 2.5, 3 minutes. The food finally comes out and I got my meatballs smothered in some kind of Parmesan sauce. It was pretty good, and I got spaghetti as a side dish. That spaghetti was horrible, dry. We decided to head back to Hair of the Dog for, well, dollar drafts. We're drinking dollar drafts, and see this guy with a Miami Heat jersey on. The twins bet me that he's from Miami. I look at him and I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure he's not. And they're like, no, go ask him. Basically forced, I go up to that guy and I'm like, hey, so you from Miami? He's like, yeah, I'm LeBron James, nice to meet you. And I'm like, you're not even from this country, are you? He's like, nope, you're from Australia, aren't you? Yep, I nailed it. I used to live there. The accent, I got it right here. Doesn't come out of here, but I got it right here. We start talking to these guys that've been on a 2-month American exploration adventure. Anyway, it sparked a good conversation. They came over to our table and we start drinking more and more drafts. I don't know if any of you have ever come across Australians, but Australians can drink. I mean, they can go to town on drinks. That didn't help our cause. Well, I mean, it did, but you know what I mean. We play a round of King's Cup. We're getting pretty drunk by then. We started ordering pitcher after pitcher, just $8 pitchers. Oh, goodness. And then the Australians decided, hey, it's time for Jack and Coke. Jack and Coke. 2 rounds of Jack and Coke, and I want to say a time frame of 30 minutes. Not that, like, my sense of time was working for me, but whoa. We were laughing, having such a blast. Every time I looked out into the bar, we were at this corner of the bar, okay? Every time I looked out, there was people, like, staring at us like, geez, these people need their own party house. We had a really great time with them. We exchanged contact info. It was such a great way to end the New York trip. Tuesday was my flight to Miami. I finally arrived for the first time in a whole year in my hometown, and I was greeted by screams at the baggage claim. First, I thought someone was passing out or dying, but it was really just my aunt bum rushing me as she's screaming like, ah, Sam! It was intense. My grandmother, following very shortly behind her, also comes and gives me a big ol' hug, hands me these roses. I felt celebrity style. Then I say hi to my mom and Pep, and of course my host brother David, who's been staying with my mom for the past 2 weeks, which was a little piece of Germany brought home with me. We get my bags, head home, have my favorite food for dinner, which is called ropa vieja. It's a Cuban dish. Oh, yummy. After dinner, I headed to my aunt's house where my dad was waiting for me, and we went through a few of my pictures, talked, had a good time. I hadn't seen my dad in a whole year at all, so it was really nice to see him. Wednesday, my mom thought it would be a good idea to take David to Venetian Pool, which is a very historical pool here in the city of Coral Gables. It's like made of lime rock and the water comes from the natural spring. It's a very pretty pool. We went there, got some awesome sun, swam. It was nice. The water in that pool is notorious in Miami for being cold. After a year in Germany, that water felt like nothing. I felt like I had so acclimated to those freezing darn cold lakes in Germany, but thank goodness it wasn't as cold as the lakes. Thursday, I want to take David to Miami Beach because he had never been there in the daytime with the sun to see all the beach bods tanning. I went with my roommate from college, Matt, and my younger cousin, Justin, also joined us. We played a little football, hung out, ate some pub subs on the beach. It was just delicious, just a great time, and I was so happy to be on Miami Beach, like to feel the sand between my toes and jump in that crystal blue, beautiful water. Of course, I can't come to town without having a beer pong party at my house because beer pong is my favorite game. And I hadn't seen my friends in a while, so I invited them over for a traditional Sam beer pong extravaganza. And it was just nice to see my friends and give them big old hugs and be like, I'm back, bitches! Yeah. Friday, I went out on my dad's new boat. Me and David headed for the deep waters, and we would jump off the boat into the water and we'd do cannonballs and dives. It was pretty fucking awesome. Since beer pong went so well the night before, we did round 2 again at my house. And we ended up playing this game called Slap the Hoe, also known as Chandeliers, also known as Slap Cup. That game is always a good time. It's a lot of hitting cups and beer flinging everywhere, but you never get disappointed. Saturday, I went to my grandmother's house to see all the old people in my family who have been missing me, as I've heard from over yonder, over the time I was in Germany. It was great to see my grandpa, who I hadn't seen in a year, and all my great aunts and great uncles and a bunch of my cousins, and to eat my grandmother's food, which is probably top above all things. Saw my great grandmother, talked to her for a little bit, and talked to everyone. It was just a wonderful time. Later on that night, I went with my aunt, her friend, and Annie to see a play called P is for Parenthood. It was pretty funny. I mean, I don't have kids, so I couldn't relate 100%, but I could relate to like the kid, so it was pretty cool. We hit up John Martin's, an Irish pub, after that for some dinner and a nice Guinness before we headed out to Brickell to go to a place called Baru. It was a bar, the drinks weren't so good, the music was alright, so we decided to go to one of my favorite bars where I always have fun. It's called Fado. It's called Fado, but like Fado because usually people are pretty drunk when they're there. I was designated driver. Now that I'm back in America, gotta get back on that whole designated driver thing because there's no trains. The music in Fado was awesome. I was jamming with my friends till 3 in the morning and I couldn't complain. Sunday, today, had a grill out with my step uncle at his house and got to see my stepbrothers and my stepsister for the first time. And it was really nice to give them a hug, catch up with them. They're all doing great things with their lives, like the proud big sister. Being back in America after a year, I think it's gonna take some getting used to. Right now, I feel alright because I'm on that high, you know, everyone is like excited to see me and I'm excited to see everyone, eat the foods I've been missing and go to the places I've been missing. But every day that goes by, I realize how much I'm missing the people that I would spend so much time with in Germany, mainly the other Pepe Pelers, my friends that I've made, and now we're spread all across the country and it's kind of hard. Even when I think about it now, I'm like, wow, I don't know when I'll see them again. The whole experience was just so amazing. I can't sum it up in even a sentence or a video blog, even though I did it every week. It's like something that, I don't know, it kind of changes you. I mean, it does. I don't feel the changes that I've gone through this year, but it's definitely present. Like with some things in certain situations, I can see myself wanting to do things differently than I would have before I left, or just approach people in a different way. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. I just know that this was one of the best experiences I've ever had, and I'm grateful that I got this experience. It's the best year of my life so far. I've met a ton of great people and have had experiences that are indescribable and not even, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Hard to describe it. People ask me, hey, how was Germany? I kind of look at them and say, it was awesome. But that doesn't even describe a shred of, like, the epicness of the year. This video blog was like my German diary, and thank you guys for being there and wanting to share it with me. It was pretty sweet. I'm not one to get serious all the time, but this was a fun ride. Samazing has traveled very far, far and wide, and I can't wait till I can pick it up and do it again. As always, here is the week in review.
Here we are at Columbia University. As you can see, a very pretty campus, and that is her building, and she's, you know, super excited taking a photo of it. And this is another nice view of some of the campus. Sweet.
Storm named Miami, and I don't live in it.
Sucks, right? Life's rough.
It is. But I live next to it, so home away from home.
Maybe there's a beach in there.
Or pool. We could swim in like we did last time.
Right.
It's lunchtime.
Squirt's afraid to be on camera.
I don't like being on camera.
But why not?
Because it's so fucking weird that your lens is right in front of me.
But you're cute.
Kind of smelled like poison in there.
Tender, that out.
Chicken fried on!
That's so funny.
Can I have some dessert before dinner too? Look, guys. Yes!
Dessert.
You immediately regretted that, didn't you?
Pecan pie, homemade wine.
Don't undress! Oh shit!
Is she naked? Call with the pants down again. We're trying to get pizza, but it's taking too long.
Too long. It's taking like way too long.
Did they give you an estimation?
Oh no.
You didn't ask for that.
I asked for price. That's
we asked
pretty
for
good.
cheese and onion and garlic knots, but who knows when it's gonna come.
My awesome welcome home gifts. Yay!
And David's here.
My family's so cute. Here we are preparing dinner in the kitchen. Those are platanitos maduros, my favorite to go with ropa vieja, which you just saw, and those are cupcakes.
Look who I found!
Oh, where's the bathroom? I have to take a piss.
There.
You feel free to follow me.
Look at that. Look how he walks. This is the real world hotties. Look at that. Look at those muscles.
Time for a little beer pong party. Everyone gathering around the table, you know, talking the good old stuff, and here's Mom.
I did beer pong.
No, it's called relay.
Okay, really.
Almost, Mom. It's David breaking it down. Listen. Oh yeah, pretty sweet. Us getting ready to play chandeliers and making foreigners say things they shouldn't. David, demonstrate.
David is about to go. He's about to leave.
Yeah, it's very sad.
You're gonna miss Miami a little bit.
Yeah,
You liked it?
yeah, I liked it.
Awesome.
And it was a very great time. Thank you for everything.
You sad, Mom?
Yeah, a little. You know when I have nobody to go.
Sad to see David go, but now I'm here at my grandma's house chilling with the fam. My grandma cooking up a delicious meal. That's called arroz con pollo, chicken and rice. That's my great-grandmother you see sitting there in all her prettiness. Bye, Sam.
SamazingTravels was created for your entertainment, and I hope you enjoyed it. Also, a little bit created for me, or most of it, but I'm glad you guys like watching it. So, if you have any suggestions for me to do something else to entertain you, let me know, because I'm pretty crazy and I'll probably do it. That's what the comment boxes are for. Let me know. This is Sam, signing off until her next big adventure.